Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Kitchen live stream. A stream where I am still contemplating whether to go over to Twitch or stay here at YouTube. Oh, excuse me. Um, so the title of the stream is called The Secret of Stadium Creator. And if people follow me on my TikTok, I posted a couple of videos showing what the ballparks would actually look like if SDS cut the reins, actually became a competent game company, and actually, grew up and allowed a creative mode to be what it is. So I laid those out, and it was met with a little bit of criticism, a little bit of people thought that they could cook with the humor and all that type of stuff. And basically, I didn't do it for the reason of being bare boned. I did it to show what you can pull off if you had no constraints, no restrictions, if you actually had a gaming company that actually took what they do serious in making video games and stuff like that. And sorry, I'm trying to work with a password here. If you actually had a company that was competent and actually knew what they were doing. So I showed Evans Field, which I have saved here, and wanted to show everybody what I was working on with that. And this is somewhat of the dimensions you could get away with if you could actually move your bullpens like this, that's just planted into the ground, and so on and so forth. I like to express to the people who like to share nothing burger memes and all that type of stuff. These are people who are idiots. I can't control TikTok people. I can't control the internet. We are in a day and age now where generations like to think that everything's a meme and everything's funny. So the thought process of people are very far and few in between. Like I said before, and I say it again, I like to have in my community people who can think on a higher level than, say, what's 1 plus 1. Fortunately, TikTok doesn't have that. And I'm honestly not in the capabilities to have the patience for that. So I just block people's messages. I get another group of people that come to me and say, listen, like, you make great stuff. Your stuff is use my ballparks online. Okay. This is for starters. So let's go here into this, even though this is poorly named, because SDS can't do anything right in regards to quality control. So let's go here for just a second, and let me show you what's up here. Okay. So I made a decision about, I would say, a couple years ago. I would say in MLB The Show 23, that I no longer was going to do ballparks with consideration of online. If you want to do that, that's your calling. God bless you. Go do it. Go and take my ballpark right here and go ahead and make it into something that you can play online. There are many reasons why I don't do Diamond Dynasty. It's not that I hate to play the mode. When I used to have time and I used to build all my ballparks and create them the way I wanted to do, and I was done, and I had a little bit of time, I would make an Orioles team and play them in Memorial Stadium or play them in a certain ballpark and stuff. I stopped doing it because as I got along and create my stuff, I realized that too much time was being taken up considering a mode that has no consideration, be it by SDS or the people on YouTube, to give proper credence or thank you to people who take time out of their busy schedule to make this ballpark stuff right here for them. So I took it upon myself to say I no longer go out with the intentions of making ballparks for SDS, Diamond Dynasty, MUT, predatory betting, gambling mode. If you download my ballparks and you wish to use them for that, all power to you, go ahead. I can't control you and what you do. But by default, I'm not going to make them. That's just it. I have no interest in doing so until SDS comes out of this weird, negligent, no customer service having, forgetting who actually made their games phase they're in. I choose to abstain from that mode in regards to creating ballparks for that mode. If you, like I said before, you want to take my stuff and download it, go ahead. I found that the people on YouTube, the Diamond Dynasty people on YouTube, they never give Stadium creating people credit. So why am I going to sit up here and work hard for a mode with a bunch of people that don't work hard for me? That's it. So I wanted to show you guys something that happened. So because of the glitch and everything that's wrong with this game, and Lord knows there is a lot wrong with this game, I was working on 1912 Fenway Park with the edited with the walls that were capable of being edited. So that's what I was working on today. And something happened. When you move the foul lines, right? The foul lines are still capable of being what they are. Okay? So you're not able to do what you want with it. You're not able to put seating in a new spot. And then I just abandoned the project. And then when I try to come back to find it in the queue of the stadium queue, i.e. my stadiums, when I actually saved it here in the slot, there was no such luck in finding it because you're only allotted right now a couple of slots. But this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these are all just weird, stationary, permanent, generic ballparks that were created for whatever reason. And of course, you can't delete. So that's that. Now, can you build this stuff? Yes, you can. I think there are certain ballparks you can build. I have ran into an issue with building, I would say, on the created stuff because you get this, do you want to delete props offline type of thing? And you press delete props, but it doesn't work. That is on par with what happens when you are basically working with something that was not designed to be that way. This right here is a beautiful rendition, a beautiful recreation of Yankee Stadium. But just like this, I want to show you what I'm talking about when it comes to the foul lines and all that type of stuff, depending upon how you create it and everything. Okay, so Um, this is how you can do it. So basically, what I wanted to do was I just wanted to show people, for better or for worse, that this is what you could get away with. That this is, if you had the power to create it, if you had the power to do this type of stuff, that this is what you could create if you could actually come in here and create it. Okay? So I just want to show you guys what we can do here. All right? This is what you can do. Okay? Now, see this right here, this file territory? All this right here, you can't touch and you can't get into. This right here. So all of this is still messed up because that's what they programmed it to be. Okay? All of this right here down this line, you can't do anything with. You can only do it back here. Okay? So that's what you're working with. That's if you're okay with building like that, then by all means, God bless you. Continue to do the things that you want to do. But this is what you're going to run into. So, you can't bring anything to the walls. This right here is a prime example of what I mean when I say that SDS severely handicapped this mode and made this mode quite unplayable and unable to have the capabilities needed to make a ballpark of your dreams. Instead, you are just confined to creating the stuff that you wanted to create before. So, this has been fun to mess with. It's been fun to deal with. I got 3 videos out. I would like to show you guys one in which I was working on before. But like I said, it doesn't crash the game. It doesn't do any of those things. But what it does is you are just conflicting with the confines that have been placed in a restriction to what you wish to create. So I tried to go forward. The next thing I wanted to work on was Legion Park, located in Cleveland. Okay. All right. So this is Legion Park. Just wanted to show what can be accomplished here and where you can put your stuff at and everything like that. So, let's see here. Let's put our benches here. Okay. Okay, so as you see, all of this right here is forbidden. All of this. No matter where you move it at, it is already pre-designated to be that. That is where everything is, and that is something that you can't deal with. All right? So, I have uploaded these if you guys want to do something with them. If you want to build your ballparks and use them offline, not using them for online play, by the way. If that's something you wish to do, all power to you. Many blessings, hopes, and wishes your way. But that is the fact. Okay? So this has been fun. This is a fun thing to work with. It was nice to know that that SDS literally made a all creatable mode that is not able to be used by people. So that's what I wanted to convey here and show. And that's that. So there is no Fenway Park per se, but I do still have all of the templates and everything from last year's, which I was going to work on, including Wrigley Field within the confined version of the ballpark. And that's something, if you guys wish to use, you can go ahead and use it. I have my piece now, like I said before, making the Memorial Stadium outline that I wanted to make And that to me is heaven. I no longer have any need to want for this, because SDS can't even get this naming stuff right. So yeah, I have no ounce of confidence within them that they'll get any of this stuff fixed or anything done right. So what am I going to do now? It's 4:22. I think about might get about an hour. If you guys would like, I would make a Stadium Creator um version for you guys. So I'm still working on Druid Hill Park. Actually, might get back tonight, work on Druid Hill Park, and be done with that. Get on with that with my life. So I have my saves here in case anybody want to see them. And let's go here to Fadeaway Park. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So this is what it looks like. Untarnished, unblemished. You know, when you're not able to customize everything. So, you know, that's that. Okay. Let's see who I have in here. If nobody wants to talk or say something, yeah, there's one person. Nobody wants to talk or say something. I might get out of here and go to either Twitch or just go to TikTok or just make an instructional video and that's that. Because I'm not going to waste my time. Nobody wants to talk. I want people in here to interact. I want people in here to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever. I'm not sitting up here for people who just want to be ghosts. So that's something right there. We're going to be nipping in the bud real soon as I move forward. That's another thing I'm going to change. As I do streams, back in the day, used to be people come here and say something. If you just want to come through and leave a like or something like that, that's cool, or subscribe or whatever. But I'm not doing this whole shenanigans thing anymore where I sit up here for 3 hours and people just come through, fluctuate, and don't say nothing. Like, nah, I'm not trying to do that no more. Um, so that's that. You know, that is that. I'm not doing that no more. Okay. So anyway, just to show people that if you're dealing with a ballpark that is default that's given to you, this is what you can do. You can't move this. If you do, it goes red. You go right, it goes red. Up here, you can't move this. It goes red. All of this right here is locked. You can't do anything with it. And of course, this is all behind the foul pole lines and stuff like that. So you can't do anything with that. That's pretty much it. So what you can do, in all honesty, is you can just um, just take 12 here within the confined restricted mode of this, and then I'll just be doing the bleachers and stuff like that. All right, I'm getting out of here, folks. I'm heading over to Twitch. We're gonna see what I can get over there with Twitch. Good talking to you guys. See you later.